So we all ready?
Okay. I'm all set.
Okay, cool. Well, we are definitely short on the team today, but we'll soldier on, and so I think Sam is going to join us later.
Yeah, Sam will be
And
back in like an hour.
so I want to try and wrap this up today, so that we can get back to A-Team next week. And so you guys discovered this trapdoor in one of the storerooms on the first floor of this manor, and where you met this stone giant and murdered him in his face. You know, he was just a retired working class guy, and you know, a bunch of people came into his house and killed him dead. So that's just how it goes.
That's the way she goes.
That's the plot of Torino, isn't it?
I think so. So I'm assuming that everybody wants to take a short rest while you're down here.
Yes, I believe so.
You know, only one way in and out of here. The wall behind the stone giant is collapsed, and we'll leave the rest of the basement stuff for A-Team. Oops.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Well, shall we?
All right, I shall
Soldier
take you
on.
guys back to the ground floor.
Did the giant have anything?
No.
I rifled through his nothing.
He had his giant hammer that you wanted to try and wield last time.
No, that's right.
So let me move some doors here. All right, so you guys are to the left of the Great Hall on the first floor of this house. JC, calm down. And I think you've gone through pretty much the west wing of this place, and now we're on to future adventures. Yes.
So the places we can go are up here, and then there was a door right here.
Correct. So I can clear out some doors, and so you guys can navigate a little easier. So yeah, these two kind of adjoining rooms to the main room. There's some like closets and stuff kind of up above you there, and a storeroom here that's just got nothing in it, just like a lot of empty space. It looks like at some point somebody kind of cleared out a lot of the stuff that was in this house. To give you the lay of the land, yeah, up to the top there, you see there's an empty dining room. Let's see. Well, let me go through real quick as you sort of go up this hallway. You pass by this middle door in the hall, and there's like chill air coming from underneath the door, and you see that there's like ice and frost kind of building up on the ground out in front of this door. And then and down at the bottom here, nothing like jumps out at you from there. But when you explore this the dining room, you see that there's this young blue-skinned boy sitting alone at the dining room, and kind of like you guys sort of peek your heads into the dining room, and kind of as soon as you kind of the sound of you walking approaches him, he kind of like dashes to the corner of the room and just kind of disappears. And you know, after he does, you can hear like down the hall like little pitter patter of feet, like tick, 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 as the house seems to be kind of alive with little activities, little creepy activities.
It's just settling. It's the foundation settling.
Did anyone else see that blue boy?
Well, I sure did.
He seemed mighty friendly.
Kentucky blue people? You,
I left my
you
baby in the
check
pool for too long. It turned blue also.
You
I can't maintain voices, so that's it for me.
What you're gonna do for Lila?
Yeah.
We can all help. We can all help.
We can all trade on
Yeah,
Lila.
yeah. Well, let's I don't know, wherever this cool air's coming from.
It
Typical Rast, always going to the cool door.
no just common efforts to open this door open it. It seems to be like frosted over. Bon, you think that you could
I'm not
wrestle
common
with it
efforts.
you could wrestle with it if you wanted it.
Well,
It's this door.
It's frosted over.
Which door is it?
It's am I on the
That
wrong
one?
layer?
Okay, yeah.
This one.
That one. Okay.
My
Is that
my pings were not appearing.
I think I might bang on it in a minute, but I'm gonna kind of step aside and kind of shove Rast forward.
Okay. Yeah, I'll sort of walk up to the door and use produce flame on it to try and see if I get any condensation coming off of it to melt it, I guess.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So using produce flame on the door is enough to loosen it up and kind of get it around the edges of the door where it's kind of sealed up, and you crack the door open, and there's just like Arctic wind and coming out of this room, and there's just a pool of water on the ground, and with like crystallized ice beneath it. And you see that as the room goes in, it gets like deeper and deeper, and the kind of walls around the room are sort of misty and ephemeral, like kind of like the two planes kind of overlapping and interfering with each other.
So this is not so much a room as much as like a portal, sort of like to the desert place.
Well, it's certainly not like the desert place, but it's not going anywhere deserty.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, so
I shove Rast through the door.
I want to try and not have that happen.
Do you?
I mean, I'm gonna try.
Well, he pushes you in enough to get your ankles wet, and the water is freezing cold, like freezing cold.
God damn it!
But
no, it's not.
Well, you get your ankles wet, but you wriggle out of his grasp and duck out to not get shoved into the pool entirely.
Fine.
So it's ice or it's water?
So the top is water, and after like a few inches below like the surface, you see like crystalline ice that sort of forms a kind of cave, and you think that you could like dive in there and like swim deeper in if you could like breathe underwater and survive like terminal cold.
Okay. I would like to take a few, I think it's like 10 minutes or so. I'm going to turn, where is that spell? What I'm going to do is I'm going to take 10 minutes, an hour. It takes an hour. God damn, it takes an hour to do that? Well, if you guys want to hang out for an hour.
Say you did this during... Oh, no, you wouldn't have done this.
I wouldn't have turned him into an octopus.
An octopus will still freeze to death.
I mean, octopus, at least they're in like cold water and like really super deep water.
Yeah, that's true.
Or a seahorse. I could turn him into a seahorse. Which in D&D terms, I think is probably just a horse that lives underwater.
Mike and I, it's called a hippocampus, Ryan. Get with the fucking program.
Cool.
And they're really, really weird and stupid. Well, you also sort of think that that this might be a job better suited to a team. and or the B team given the proper precautions and spells and whatnot to survive in the cold.
Okay. Yeah, let's
Keep
table
moving
that.
on. All right.
Yeah.
That was a good idea, though. That was a really good idea.
I do like that idea. So down to the south, I opened up those doors too. If you want to take a peek, there's a little library and a sitting room down at the bottom here. That's, everything's been kind of crusted over with cobwebs and left to molder. There's not really many books left in the library. Again, it looks like the place was kind of cleared out at one point.
Is there any erotica?
That's hotcakes.
That would be
Those things, the
first
first thing to sell.
First thing to go, yeah. The resale. No. Yeah, I would like to also I want to take a look around for any like hidden compartments or anything that may have been missed.
Okay, you can investigate. Investigation roll.
Roll 2.
Damn it. There you
go. Yeah, the stuff seems pretty picked over, but in the sitting room, Bryant, Sir Craig, looks around in the sitting room and sees a small like wooden horse toy that has been sort of discarded and was sort of like stuck up underneath the couch. And you kind of pull that out and examine it. But yeah, it looks like a child's toy.
Quest item.
Your inventory doesn't tell you one way or the other. But yeah, for the most
Don't
part.
Don't sell that. You're gonna have to hold that for the rest of the game until it becomes useful.
Gonna need all these brooms for the broom dungeon.
Has it going back to last session, back when we were before we went down and fought the stone giant or the
stone giant elder.
I had cast detect magic in that last 10 minutes. Has it been more than 10 minutes since
we short rested?
Yeah, you short rested.
Oh, we did. Yep, that's true. I want to cast detect magic again in this room.
Okay.
See if I get any hits.
All right. So
you do a little hit off your nitrous mask, just.
Oh yeah, exactly.
And your vision just goes.
Witness me.
Witness me. You don't pick up too much other than the kind of general, like the sort of the hauntingness and the little kind of illusions that have been pervasive in this house. But this time around, you do take note of some little runes that are like kind of carved along the baseboards, sort of scattered throughout this room, and now that you've kind of seen one, you kind of spot them in the other room as well, kind of just here and there. But they seem to be runes to like to protect against like extraplanar beings, but specifically like infernal. Which one's demons? Fiends.
Fiends. Yeah,
fiends. It's specifically fiends. So you think you saw some stairs up to the north and west in the hall up there.
Okay.
But kind of as you guys head into the hallway here, just make a quick perception check for me.
No.
Oh.
I poke my own eye out. Wow. Let's do here, Lila. What do you see?
Bunch of dummies.
So again, you kind of hear some like footsteps kind of around the corner. This time less the kind of pitter patter of a child, but this time kind of like a little heavier footfalls, just but that's all you notice. So don't worry about it. Cool. But the frost room remains to be mighty frosty. But yeah,
I guess it's the stairs are the next step.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I
just go stomping up the stairs.
Chomp, 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 chomp.
Without any regard for stealth or decor.
Why would you want that? Stealth? Decor? That's not a thing that we do around here, is it?
Not me.
So this stairwell also continues up to the 3rd floor. But there's a little, a doorway opening onto the 2nd floor here, where you find, more dusty corridors. It looks like some kind of little sitting room here, but to your left, you see that this is a gallery that's sort of 10 or so feet up in the main hall, and there's a little like railing that where you can sort of like stand here and overlook into where the great hall is.
Cool.
Cool. Map making skills. There.
Look at you, special boy.
And
you can just jump out the window.
Yeah.
Players can't live with them, can't murder them yet. You guys,
Lila out the
window. There's some old musty chandeliers hanging over the great hall, kind of up above you. You see that, and on the 3rd floor, there's kind of a balcony on the other end of things. So up high on the 3rd floor, that you see another balcony. So, and then to the west here, you guys can see some of the sort of broken ruins of the West Wing. The shattered staircase there, and this this exit here. There's like collapsed pieces of wall and stuff that have kind of blocked the way. That you think would take a good amount of time to dig out, but you feel fairly certain that through those broken wall pieces is the kind of exposed air. What?
I was just digging it out, but not successful. Just not strong. Roll the 2.
And so you all sort of explore and check out this part of the house, and you hear kind of what sounds like two men kind of laughing like in the distance, and you hear a voice that's not familiar to you say like I can help you. And you hear the two sets of footfalls kind of like down the hallway away from you all. But otherwise, things are quiet.
Was I the only one who heard that?
No, I think we heard it too. Let's keep going.
And you can see like spots where there might have used to have been furniture here and there that have been gone, and there's just a few couches and chairs and things still remaining. Is
it just like undisturbed dust?
Yeah.
On the ground?
This place has been sealed up tight for a long time.
Are there any footprints anywhere?
No. Okay. So there's a door down to your south, and there's a door to the east, two large doors, and then a smaller door up there. Where would you like to investigate first?
Let's do this one that Sir Craig is in front of.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. You open that door and you see a laboratory that has
I'm very interested.
fallen into disrepair. There's all sorts of kind of strange arcane tools on these benches and things, and as you can see, it looks like a place where one could strap someone down to operate on.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look around to see if there's anything that
Useful garbage.
Yeah, any useful garbage that I would be interested in.
You all kind of start to search around, and you feel these little gusts of wind coming from the south part of the room, kind of like whoosh, 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 and you feel kind of like a chill and a sort of discomforting feeling as a kind of as a vision starts to come to life. You see kind of like several people huddled around the southern end of the room, but it's hard to take in the details of it all because your eyes are fixed on the table, where you see like great white wings kind of frantically flapping and knocking over beakers and hitting the walls, and as it starts to come into focus, you see an angel strapped to the table, and she's just screaming this piercing, bone-chilling cry for help, and as the other shapes come into form, you see Gansel, Owen, and you see another man, kind of a handsome, younger-looking man who you don't recognize, standing to one side with them. They're all wearing like black lab coats, and as you start to sort of try to get a clear sight on what's going on, Owen sort of turns away a half step, and he's just saying like, we shouldn't be doing this. And Gansel has these like big prying like a prying tool. He has cracked open the angel's chest and is sort of like trying to kind of get a grasp and hold her down. Gansel, he turns to Owen and he's like, "This isn't the time, Owen. Like, one of the most powerful demons dead. One angel's worth it, all right? Just focus." And you see, and Gansel kind of drops his pry bars and goes to like reach for the angel, and there's this like kind of blinding light that's emanating from the angel's chest. And the other man, Sam, he says, "Don't touch it unless you want to be burnt to ash." And like Owen at this point, he's just kind of like watching in horror as Gansel gets like some blacksmith tongs and pulls at the light and reveals this like white blue crystal that he pulls out of the angel's chest. And the Sam, the kind of younger, handsome man, he's sort of like wiggling his fingers and kind of like giddy with excitement. They place it into this small little box that's lined with magic runes, and Gansel sort of like hands the box to Owen, and Sam, you notice, is like recoiling from the light now, and he just says like, "Just close the blasted thing already. Just close it." But Owen sort of. You see his heart is really not in it at this point, and you all can relate that there really is something horrifying about kind of befouling and tearing apart this like celestial being, this creature of good. And at his hesitation, Sam says, "You can't double cross a double crosser, Owen. It's too late for that now." Owen kind of like takes another step back. He bumps into the angel table, and the crystal sort of kind of pops out of the box as he kind of jostles himself, and he touches the crystal, and at that moment the angel's body reaches up and grabs Owen at the same time, and you see this sort of like interchange of light and energy as the two of them kind of bind together. In like a flash of celestial light, you see Sam just like disappears, like poof, and the two men are kind of left standing there. And as the light fades, on the table is no longer an angel, but a little blue baby, and that vision kind of starts to fade. But there's something that's kind of still wrong, as like this light is sort of still emanating from this child, and as sort of like Owen and Gansel start to fade, and you see that the angel fades away, you kind of start to hear its screams continuing, and the screams like not only now are they chilling and unsettling, but they seem to transmit a kind of fear and horror into you, as this thing has left behind its essence and is now a banshee. And she's like kind of takes form and screams. So, thoughts? Initiative?
Oh, well, jumping right to it.
Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna look at Ras. Like, so these things we're watching, is it like the show?
It's very similar.
Because I don't think Bond really understands what he's seeing.
I'll let him know what to do.
You notice that kind of like where the blast of light kind of left markings on the walls and things, and you actually see that the shadows come to life.
Ooh.
Okay. So Lila is up first.
All right. What can she do? It's going to move like here.
Mantle of Inspiration.
Oh, yeah. What does that do?
Gives us all temporary hit points.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So as a bonus action, I'm going to use that Mantle of Inspiration. And then we each get 8 temporary hit points.
Nice.
Okay. Pop those in. The red circle works pretty good for those.
I think she's gonna cast Cloud of Daggers. Like either right here or right there.
Let's see. How many second level spell slots does she have left?
She has 2 left.
Okay. Yeah. Let's use one here. Where?
I was thinking either right between them or right in front of them. So if they move, basically any direction, they're going to come into contact with it. And then I figure you could move like this way around to the side.
What sort of save is it?
It's not a save. It's just when they enter the spell's area for the first time or start a turn.
Jesus.
Yeah, so I guess like right in front of them. A creature.
But that's going to hit me.
Yeah,
and
let's
feet,
just
right?
put it like, yeah, it's 5 feet. So basically within 5 feet of it. Let's put it right in the middle of them, Mike. I don't know if you have something you want to put there for that.
We can just do a...
Yeah.
There, yeah.
And that is it.
So something that I forgot to do, we'll let that stand. But upon seeing the Banshee, you all need to make a wisdom saving throw, because it's just the sight of it is so terrifying. It's a DC 10 wisdom saving throw, so it's pretty easy.
We all rolled a 10.
And Lila as well.
Yeah, Lila, wisdom save.
Oh,
should rage here.
Cool.
Nice. I was saying once you've succeeded, you're immune to it. So, all right, we got that out of the way. Okay, now it's Rast's turn.
Cool. I'm gonna
move away from me.
Move away from you. Oh, that's right. You have that. Your thing. How far is this? I'm gonna move up in the corner there, and then throw some fire at this guy right here.
All right.
Throw some alchemical fire, and he has to make. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ! Just need to make a dex save, DC 15.
Okay.
Oof, bad roll.
Yeah, very bad.
Well, he takes the full 4.
The whole 4. Take all 4 inches of that.
So he has so his damage resistance, acid, cold, fire, etc., etc., piercing and slashing from non-magical weapons. I'm wondering, is that whole list from non-magical weapons?
No, that non-magical weapons.
Slashing,
Yeah.
and bludgeoning. So
Okay.
That's the only thing it applies to. All of the things are just straight resistance against that type of energy.
All right. So it takes half. So it takes
take all
damage.
2. Just the tip of that. Gross. Okay. Well, I know what to do. I know now. I know not what to do.
Okay, it's the Shadow's turn. All right.
It's gonna make my shit not work very well.
So the Shadow is going to come at Sir Craig of the Daniels, and its horrible shadowy tentacle arms try to sort of wrap around you as it attacks you with its strength drain.
Oh shit!
Okay, so you take 6 necrotic damage, and your strength is reduced by 1d4.
Whoa!
3.
Oi! Oh no! Is that permanent?
No, it's temporary. It goes until you finish a short rest. But if your strength goes to 0, you die.
Unconscious or die?
Die.
Ooh, nice.
That's dirty. Dirty shit. Take some damage.
Yeah, take some of that. Take some of my sick 4d4 damage. 13 points of damage. Nice. 2 4s.
All right. So I imagine it also takes half from that. So it takes 7 points damage.
Fuck these things.
And it attacks Bon. Oh, it misses.
It's definitely not going to hit me.
Okay. Next up, the Banshee. Do we use that same 44? Reroll?
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Okay.
So 6. God damn.
Okay, so the Banshee takes 6. It's going to move out of that, and it lets loose its horrible wail.
Nice.
So, you all need to make a Constitution saving throw or die.
Cool. Seems okay.
Well, I mean, being reduced to 0 hit points.
Oh, God.
Boy.
Oh, my God.
Come on, guys. Keep up. Let's see here. All right.
Okay, so that takes Sir Craig down to 0, Bon down to 0.
What the fuck?
You're not dead. You're just, just need healing. How did Lila do?
She passed. 15.
Okay, so you and Lila take 3d6 damage.
Christ. How did I fail a Constitution save? I have a +7.
So Lila and Ras take 13 damage.
All right, so those temps are gone. And then 30.
It's okay. She can't do it again.
Okay. Fuck. I don't have enough healing for all this.
Well, you just need to get them above 0, and then on their turn they can wake up and help themselves.
How?
Yeah. One of them can't, and the other one doesn't have any lay on hands left.
Bryant, I think, has healing spells still.
Does he have spell slots?
Okay. I have some level 1 spell slots left. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, well.
And Lila can heal as well.
Cool.
All right, so that's the Banshee. So we're gonna skip Sir Craig and Bon.
Does he need to make
a death saving throw? Yeah.
Death saves?
Yeah. So go ahead, Bryant and Carlos, make a death saving throw. Just straight up roll 20.
Nice.
Is that a failure or a success?
Nope, that's a success.
Success. Oh, there's actually a death save button on the sheet.
Yeah. If you just
Nice. He automatically wakes up.
Oh, he does. It's true.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Does he gets his turn back, right?
I think so. Death saves, do they happen at the beginning or the end of the turn? I forget.
Typically at the end of the turn, I thought.
Oh, damn it. I was going to say, you could heal me and bring me back for mine. All right. Well, at least he's up with 1 hit point.
All right, so Lila, let's see here. What can you do?
She can healing word.
Mm-hmm. Spells.
This is good because we're going to learn about death saving throws.
Mm-hmm.
You start your turn with the death saving throw. So
okay.
So
Cool.
Sir Craig actually gets his turn.
Nice.
So I'll bump him back up, and then hypothetically he could get Bon up.
Well, yeah, if moving to me would incur an attack of opportunity.
Carlos, do you have is your weapon magic?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. I was gonna say you should try and I don't know if you can grab can you grapple a banshee and throw the banshee back? Throw the banshee back into the dagger cloud of daggers.
I don't think you can grab a banshee. I don't have magic hands.
Oh yeah, immune to grapple.
Bond doesn't know that.
Grapple the banshee.
So, Bryant, what are you going to do with your 1 hit point? All one of them.
You might want to just heal yourself.
Yeah, I'm looking for cure wounds in here.
Wait a minute. Ras, isn't Bunya on me?
He is, yes. He is on your person somewhere.
So you know what you can do?
I can cast through him.
Yeah.
What should I do? You know what I'm actually gonna do?
Yeah, so that's 8 hit points, Bryant. Nice.
I have an idea to get the what do you call it, back into the blender.
Does that spell take a whole action, I assume?
Yeah.
You can move.
You will incur an attack of opportunity, though.
Unless you stay in range.
Sure.
Hold on 1 sec.
Isn't turn a bonus action? Turn undead.
Turn undead? I think so. I think turn undead's a bonus action.
I do like that, even though it was a constitution save, that Bond was so scared of this banshee when he first walked through the door that he died.
Yep.
Okay. So, Bon, we're skipping. And Lila.
Okay. Lila is going to cast Healing Word on Bon. And he gets 8 hit points back.
Huzzah!
I get 8 points back?
Does she have any other bonus action bullshit she can do, I wonder?
Well, that was a bonus action, so she can't use a bonus action. She could use an action now.
Oh, Healing Word's a bonus action?
Yeah, that's why it's good.
Okay. Okay. And then she is going to cast, after doing that, she's going to cast Vicious Mockery for her action.
Okay, I assume on the Banshee.
Yes, on the Banshee.
Wisdom save.
Mhm.
What's the DC for Lila?
I think it's 14. Yeah, so never mind. Okay, never mind. That's what she does.
Okay. Rast.
Okay. Okay. To try and get the Banshee back into the blender, Rast is going to throw his Thunderstone, and Concussive Blast must succeed on a con save or be knocked prone and pushed 10 feet
All right.
into the center of the blender.
It's going to hurt Bon.
I don't think it. Each
Well, it's-
creature within that point of impact must succeed.
Within 10 feet. Oh, I guess you could throw it You could throw
Yeah,
it
I could throw it, like-
here.
You'd need it, or like here. It would hit Craig, but it doesn't do any damage.
Just pushes.
Put and be knocked prone. Plus, I think he has okay constitution. I have good constitution.
Mm.
True.
How about since Bon has good constitution, I'm gonna put it like right here,
All right. Then it'll hit the shadow as well.
so it hits the shadow and then also hits the Banshee, and then hopefully Bon also makes a con save and doesn't get pushed into the.
You could throw it so that it just hits Bon and the Banshee and the shadow. So it doesn't hit
Okay.
Craig.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So con saves all around.
Yeah, very nice. Yep.
So I don't have to do it, right?
Correct. What's the save?
Ugh, god damn it. My save is 15, so everyone save. God damn it. Okay, that's
That's
my
some,
turn.
some seriously good rolls for a challenge rating half creature.
Mhm.
Oh dear. Okay. So the shadow is going to attack Bon.
Oof.
Nope.
I think miss.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay. And then the other shadow will attack Sir Craig.
Yes.
Miss. Okay. You guys are finally lucking out. I'm out of super good rolls.
Better
Alright.
be.
And then the Banshee attacks Bon. Oh, critical miss.
Ah,
All right.
Falls into the blender.
So, so the Banshee's horrible, necrotic fingers reach out at Bon, and Bon just plays keep away. He's like, ghosts,
them away with
don't,
my shield.
no touchy. All right, Sir Craig.
All right. Bond's fine. I'm gonna go after this guy.
I don't know that he is, but sure, go ahead. All right, that's a hit.
All right.
nice.
Okay. All right.
And then
So
I'm also going. Oh, what? Go ahead.
So Sir Craig wields swings his great sword around and cuts straight through the shadow, and it dissipates.
Lila uses her pom poms and just woo. Does a little cheer.
You go, Mr. Craig.
Then I say, of the Daniels.
That's what I
Always
said.
prudent about connecting. And then I can still move and use my.
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna move into the Banshee,
Smite her.
and oh yeah. And,
Oh, that's a hit. Okay.
10, and then I'm going to expend a spell slot for Divine Smite.
Right.
Yeet.
You're probably running low on those spell slots there, buddy.
Well,
I used
Now's-
up all of
now's the
my
time.
second level ones. I still have some first level.
Okay, you deal 16 damage to the Banshee. She is not looking good. Bon.
All right. I'm gonna very calmly and collectedly
Rage.
bash her. No, I'm not, because I only have 2 left, so I don't know how many things we're gonna do. So I'm gonna bash her with a warhammer.
Yeah, that's it. Yep. All right. She looks very weak and nearly dissipated. Lila.
Right, Lila is going to
Shoot with that crossbow.
that hand crossbow. Try and take out the banshee with the hand crossbow.
Nice.
All right, for 7 points of damage.
All right, that is enough. The last bit of hand crossbow damage slices through the banshee, and she fades into the mists.
Nice. All right, and then seeing the work that Lila did with her crossbow, Rast is going to take his crossbow and try and hit the last shadow.
Okay.
Maybe. Do I need to position so I don't hit Bon?
No.
Okay. Well, we'll move there.
Yeah.
We'll take a shot anyways.
Oh, and roll your
consideration.
nice. And you can also roll your 44 damage on the shadow. I forgot to do it on his turn.
Okay, so 16 damage.
All right. That is enough. Your crossbow bolt kills it. You're fine.
Is that baby and the orb, are they gone?
They are gone.
Okay.
Those were part of the
Bon
memory.
on the back.
Got it.
We
What?
survived. I pat Bon on the back. It's like
It's like breakdown
survived.
crush.
Give him a nice rub on the back and say you did a really good job.
You were
You did
only
such a
dead for a few seconds, Spawn. It's okay.
And then I think we should take a short rest.
And a human break as well.
Yes, human break would be nice also.
All right, let's take 5. Oh yeah, that makes you almost full. Awesome.
All right, I think we can let's soldier on.
Soldier on. You guys are adventurers.
Kick
and
down
shit.
this door.
Kick down all the doors. Any reactions to all the shit you just witnessed?
It's going to require some long hours of therapy. Me and Bon.
I don't like ghosts.
Nor getting
Yes.
insta killed by ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
say that
Yeah.
Craig was pretty disturbed by it being, part celestial and everything.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, Craig would feel a definite connection here, and would also realize that this boy that you've been seeing around, then that was created from the connection between an angel and a human, would be an Aasimar.
I'll ask Craig, do you know that guy?
Oh, so just because I'm an Aasimar, suddenly we all know each other?
Well, I mean, don't you have the celestial phone book? I mean, Rast and I have the elemental phone book. All the elementals know each other. We just assumed all planar beings knew each other.
Yeah. We got a phone tree that we use.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't work like that for us. I don't know who that kid
Cool.
is.
I don't know that fucking kid. Cool. Let's keep looking about.
So up above you to the north, looks like
Isn't that the stairs?
a child's room.
Oh.
And then this room that's in the hallway to your left is just a abandoned, broken crap in it.
Can we roll like investigation in the room?
Yeah, you may.
Bond doesn't bother.
That one is for Oh, doesn't matter. It's only a 10. Lila, however, doesn't see shit.
Sir Craig again is the hero of the day when it comes to investigation. It's all that intelligence he's got.
Also, like, with the vengeance, he's pretty much Batman. So
Yeah, he does love vengeance, so you can't begrudge him that. Carlos, stop flying out of windows.
I'm climbing between windows into this room.
Scaling.
Sir Craig's pretty impressed.
As a punishment, I take Bunya away from you.
No!
Give me that. Don't sneak up on me.
Bryant, Sir Craig finds like some rags that have been tied into a kind of makeshift doll, sort of discarded in the corner. The room here is pretty sparse. You're not exactly sure how much of that is because so much of the stuff in this house has been sold off and moved away. But this room is kind of sad.
Does Craig have the is he just holding the doll?
It was like a wooden horse, wasn't it?
No, yeah.
You found the wooden horse, then you also found
Yeah, you also found a rag doll.
Oh, okay.
Here, let Bond play with that for a minute.
Yeah, I hold it up in his face and shake it. Say, here, look at this.
Wait, what are you shaking? The doll or the horse?
The doll.
Give me both.
Okay. Here.
I'm gonna motion for everybody to stand back. And I'm gonna stand in the center of the room. And I'm gonna put the doll on the horse.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna just sit rocking and stand back.
Okay.
That's it.
It's creepy. It's creepy in a new way. That it wasn't creepy before.
I'll walk up very slowly to Bond and pick it up off the ground, and I'll just try and reach the top of his head and say, "Good boy."
You can't
Good
reach
boy.
the top of my head.
Well, I mean, I can jump and try and smack you on the top of your head. Kind of give you a dunk.
So as you all look at the creepy rag doll on the horse and Bond's display, you kind of hear like more little footsteps running down a distant hallway. Like, leave me alone.
Wait, that worked.
All right. You did it, Bond.
Mystery solved, you guys. Well done. Time to go home.
Let's keep looking around. Did we look in this room yet?
Yeah, it's just some discarded and broken crap in here.
We have to go.
The last door on this floor here is to the south, and as you approach this door, you hear that the laughter again. Remember a little earlier you heard the two men kind of laughing, and when you poke your head into this room, you see two shirtless men lying in bed together.
Bond, close your eyes.
No.
And the detail I forgot to mention in the other room is that after the what happened with the angel, Owen's hair turned white. So here you see Owen looking happy and young. And Sam ponders, but whose room is this? I'm not really sure. There's too many in this house for one man, so I tend to wander around. I think you mean sleep around? Ugh, stop it. Owen says, you don't think that I don't know what this is. Oh? So it's business now, is it? And you see a black tail pop out from underneath the sheets and scratch Sam's chin.
What kind of tail?
Interesting.
Like a classic devil's tail?
Yeah, like a black devil's tail. Owen says, "Ugh, that's disgusting." And the Sam, he says, you were singing a different tune. Okay. I don't want to talk about it. Owen changes the subject. He says, so we could really do it. We could kill a demon god. Well, it's possible. And, with the right supplies. Owen says, all right, I want to do it. And Sam says, well, when you're done, the product of your work will be mine. Is that clear? I'll have time, though. Don't think I don't know who you are, what you are, who you work for. You're still a young man. You might live another 50 years. That's a long time for a human. And the vision fades away.
Now, Rast,
Mm-hmm.
when is the cooking part?
That's a good question. Kind of blew right past that kitchen.
No, I mean the show.
Oh, the show. When's the show? I don't know. I think the show's on. What day is today? It's
The show we're watching.
Oh, this show that we just watched?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure how ago that was. Let's have you let's just focus on the present. I think that's more your speed.
Bond is frustrated and he shoulders whip past.
Lila says, I make a mean pot roast, Bond. We'll get you some food later. How about that?
It's frustrated that his limited intelligence let him articulate what he's trying to say.
No, you don't find anything particularly of interest in this room. It seems just like an old musty bedroom.
Oh God, this house fucking sucks.
Glad we don't have to live here.
Yeah, I will never live here. Mark my words, I will never live in this house.
All right, we have to go up the stairs, right?
Yeah, the stairs are the path to the third floor.
Okay.
So I will grab y'all and relocate everyone. Ba ba dum ba dum bum 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 ba bum ba bum bum. Go back, delete the people on the second floor. Yeah, the people on the second floor died, and now new people who have your memories and stats exist on the third floor. Don't think about it too hard.
God. What am I?
The dimension.
So you all take note that the third floor is especially empty. But once again, you can see down into the Great Hall, and here you're at level with the chandeliers hanging over the Great Hall there. And you can also see across the way to another walkway farther to the north there. Again, the West Wing is demolished and broken, and there's little cracks in the walls and things, but for the most part, everything's all collapsed.
Wait. So there is a walkway over here.
Correct.
We can't see what's over.
You and your filthy peasant sight.
Is this all collapsed over here?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, I think
Carlos is scratching at the edges of his peasant sight, Ryan.
Mm.
Can we send the drift globe out? Well, no. Okay, I'm gonna just back up here.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna take a running leap. I'm gonna jump onto the chandelier
God.
and try to swing across.
Have Bond make an athletics check.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a very feeble attempt to stop him. Like, no, don't do it, because I actually want to see.
No, God!
Bye.
Oh gosh. Yeah, the chandelier cracks and Bond goes tumbling down to the first floor and sends the chandelier shatters into a million pieces. And Bond takes 6 damage.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, cool. Well, get back up here.
Bond dusts himself off, and everyone can
That's
hear
just gonna be some added repairs for the PCs to make.
Yeah, everyone listens as his heavy footfalls walk up 3 flights of steps. Okay, he's here.
Well, let's take a look. There's a hallway over here. Let's take a look over here. Hey, guys.
So, all right. So,
we could just walk across.
Yeah, I mean, around this way, where we are.
God damn it!
you and your peasant site, Carlos. Okay. So, at the far eastern end of the 3rd floor, you see these large rooms that seem like made for, I don't know, holding lavish rich people parties. And but you see that there's a set of wooden spiral staircase that leads up into what you assume is the tower.
Yep. Let's unless there's nothing else in these rooms that seem of any import.
Nothing jumps out at you at the moment.
Okay.
Stupid chandelier.
It's like ancient. I mean, you're
We
like
found it
a
like that.
9 foot tall asshole.
I'm 7 feet tall.
All right. Yeah. Let's.
If anyone asks, it came that way.
Yep. Okay.
So you inspect the tower stairs, and they're definitely in disrepair and are creaky. You know, just even the landing itself, when you step on it, you can hear the tower creak. Who's going first?
I think I'll send Bunya up there first, just to take a look around.
Okay, so I baby cradle Rast.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I will take Rast, and so that Ryan can see.
Cool.
So we're going kind of southwest here.
Okay.
So kind of you climb up these spiral staircases, several flights as Bunya, and find a ladder leading upwards to a trap door. Though I don't know that Bunya can open the trap door on his own.
Probably not.
So you're up, 3 additional stories above the house in this tower, and the stone and the wood are very creaky, but Bunya is exceedingly light, so he's not going to disturb anything.
I think I'll have him come back down.
Okay.
And say, it seems really sort of rickety up there, so I think the smallest of us should probably go up. So I think Lila, you should probably, because there's a trap door. I think you should. I think it should be you because you're nimble.
Okay, can do.
Yeah, and then she'll head up.
That's the last we ever heard of Lila.
Sam gets on just as Lila dies.
Yeah, he probably will. So Lila goes up to the steps, and the first step that she steps on shatters. And she says, "Whoa, oh dear! You weren't kidding.
No, it's bad. So.
We're gonna do this, right, you guys? By we, I mean me, right? Everybody, me.
Mm-hmm.
Go me.
Go you.
Okay.
You little scamp. Get up there.
All right. Have Lila roll acrobatics as like to dexfully move upwards. I assume that she has acrobatics.
Oh, she do.
Yeah.
Okay, and then she.
For the goddamn scale monkeys.
That's actually a 21. She is proficient in it, and she has expertise as a bard. So 21.
Fancy. Anyway, 18 is plenty regardless. So I think everyone can see from Lila's point of view, because I have her shared with everyone. So to the southeast here, you can see her deal. And so she's going to climb up these stairs here, very, very dexfully, and avoiding all the rotten ones.
Okay. I'm going to say that Bunya is on her shoulder. She's taking Bunya with her.
Okay.
If I can do that, retcon that slightly.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool.
Lila climbs up the ladder and pops up through the trapdoor here at the top of the tower. So outside of these windows, you can look out onto the Sigil cityscape and into the horrifying mind-bending gap / abyss that don't think about it. When Lila steps up here, it's quiet for a moment, and just you hear the creakiness of the wood and the stone tower that seems rather unstable. And at that moment, all the windows burst open, and wind whips through this little chamber here, as you see Owen looking grayer and older, holding the still young little baby that's maybe 1 or 2 years old at this point. And he has one leg out the window and one leg in the tower. And he's just shaking his head, and he mutters to himself. He says, We'll go together. Better for everyone if we just didn't exist.
No, don't do it, sugar.
He looks at Lila.
Mm-hmm.
He's coming for us. He'll never stop coming. I can't stop him.
Oh, everybody stops coming eventually.
No, you don't understand. The demon. I mean, the demon is coming. He's coming for me and for the child. And you can't imagine what a demon would do with a divine touched child like this.
Well, me and my friends can help you. I've got 2 kids of my own. Well, we can take care of that baby. No problem. Lickety split.
We're gonna take care of that baby lit. Does that mean we're gonna kill it?
No.
So he, Owen, he has kind of one eye on Lila and one eye on the windowsill and looking back and forth. He seems conflicted.
Can I cast suggestion on a ghost?
I wouldn't. You don't need to expend any spell slots. If you want to roll persuasion, you could.
Yeah, let's have her do that. Persuasion. Come on. It's actually an 11 because she's proficient in it. Go!
Owen, he shakes his head. He says, Samael, he won't stop. He'll never stop.
At least leave the child with me.
No, you don't understand. What the child is his weapon. You don't know what kind of horrors he can do.
Well, what right do you have to take this child's life?
And you see Owen's eyes start to turn a little bit red, and he says, "This is my son. He's my blood too, and we'll be better off." And Owen's eyes kind of snap, fully red, and you see him replaced with his spectral form, and his voice kind of echoes through the hallway. I should have jumped. I would have saved so much trouble if I'd have just ended it all. And Owen kind of like flies out the window and disappears. And you hear his voice echoing, "He'll come for you too." And Lila kind of jumps as little scratching claws are heard kind of all around the tower. And Lila's like and end it all. Goodbye, cruel world. All right, so Lila sees a ghast claw its way up one window and start to kind of like pull itself into the room, and Lila kind of backs away from him, and behind her, another ghast, and Lila starts to go, oh fuck.
Cool. Since I'm still seeing this through Bunyo's eyes, he is going to cast Expeditious Retreat through him on Lila.
Okay.
And then Lila is going to run downstairs.
All right, have Lila make another acrobatics check.
Oh god, I forgot about this part. Is it acrobatics?
Yeah, to kind of like daintily, gently move.
17.
All right, that's enough. Lila kind of like hops and skips steps between the edges of the stairwell, hopping onto like good pieces, and she sees the ghasts sort of climbing their way through, coming down the ladder after her, as she goes, and Lila pops out at the bottom of the stairs here, and she's like, "They're coming!
They're coming!
Okay,
Battle
so
stations.
can I? How rickety is that center of the stair thing there?
The center is reasonably sturdy.
Is that Sam?
It is.
Hello.
Sam, you're here just in time for the final fight. Maybe
Fuck
final
yeah.
fight. I don't know. I don't know what this is.
Fuck yeah.
So
Lila managed not to die when all the big burly men died.
yeah,
Sweet.
yeah. How long do we have until they come down?
One turn.
Okay. I would. I mean, do we need to roll initiative between us? Because I have an idea of what I'd like to do.
I think I have an idea of what you'd like to do also.
All right. Well, you can decide amongst yourselves in what order you want to take actions, but you each have kind of like a turn worth of actions, and we'll get
I would
the
like to
initiative
rage
set up.
and knock down the stairwell. It's gonna need to be rebuilt anyway.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Doing them a favor.
I was playing Mahjong with a bunch of old ladies. So I
Right,
promised
can
to
you
play
hear
Mahjong. Yes. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah. So let's see. Down on the first floor, what did we see? We saw an ice room that we couldn't really deal with, so we moved on.
Okay.
And we started seeing this little blue boy running around the house
Creepy.
and being creepy. Yep.
Good.
We found a toy horse,
Mm-hmm.
and Brian picked it up because it screamed quest item. So just Brian picked it up. And then later we found this like alchemical lab that we saw like one of those visions in where we saw that Owen guy, the gnome, and this other guy, Sam, like extracting the heart of an angel. That episode led to the creation of a small blue baby boy.
A small
so it was like
blue baby boy.
Yeah, so it was like an ASMR baby. So we saw that happen, and it was pretty horrifying because they murdered an angel. And then we saw Owen in bed with that Sam guy talking about how something was his, I think the boy. And then up in the tower, you just saw a vision when with the little blue boy in his arms about to jump out of the window. And he apparently didn't jump out of the window, even though he wishes he could have, because the boy is being taken by a demon lord.
Oh no.
And then a bunch of ghasts were climbing up, and you did a hilarious scoot from every window where things were starting to break in.
Nice.
And then you ran back down the stairs very daintily with successful acrobatics checks.
Lila is ready to get going, y'all. Did we talk about what the house is going to do for the team?
They haven't talked to you about what the team was going to do with the house.
Okay.
But, in theory, it's going to be like a base of operations.
Okay.
Your production offices.
Awesome.
It's where you keep all your stored NPCs.
It's like
it's where all those people that you displace over these years come to live.
It's like Suikoden 2.
Like homeless vagabonds just come to you. Like, oh man, you totally ripped me out of my home. Can I live with you now?
There's some people that I feel sympathy for their homelessness that we've caused.
Yeah, and I mean, the repercussions have really not even begun to roll in.
Yeah. No, I feel that. It's weighing heavy on my conscience.
On your player conscience, not your PC conscience.
No, on my player conscience, not my PC. Crack Sizzle still gives no fucks at all about what's happened. But I think me as someone who's playing the game and seeing it now through Lila Tickle's perspective might be a little bit rough.
Yeah, you got a whole Underdark that you're leaving behind, and who the hell knows what's going to come of that?
Nothing. Nothing bad will possibly happen. We didn't cut dubious deals or free prisoners or do anything wrong, so it's okay.
Well, I mean, whatever deals you cut, you pretty much just cut and run after making them.
That's true. Oh yeah, the humans owe us. Big time.
So they gave you jet boots.
No. We took those jet boots. The jet boots were a different deal. We made
jet boots were for freeing them.
This was the mine for us, for one day.
Yeah, we get to use their mining equipment.
Yeah, they're supposed to give you some precious rocks.
Oh.
Crack Sizzle hates humans, and he will hold them to it.
Yeah, that next time you see them, they'll have some rocks for you.
He's a bottomless pit of want.
If I was going to describe a good character in a few words, bottomless pit of want would be how I would describe a good character.
It's every Diablo character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
I realized that Carlos was not familiar with the term murder hobos. I don't know if you've ever heard that regarding role-playing games, Sam.
Oh, no.
That basically all player characters are murder hobos, in that they don't live anywhere. They go from town to town, killing everything in their path, taking things, and just running amok in general. And it's kind of like the bad stereotype of what PC characters tend to be like, and it's something that DMs kind of have to work against their inclination to be murder hobos. If they're going to,
we're gonna take a long rest. Okay, I guess you're just gonna pull out your bedrolls again and not shower.
I guess I've never heard that term before, but that's very applicable. Funny that most games, you don't get mad that or you do get mad that the innkeeper and stuff doesn't like you around these parts. But you are just a harbinger of death.
Yeah.
Just send upon a town, curse it, usually burns down.
Yep. You kick up a hornet's nest of horrible monsters and take their stuff, and then you're not around when the monsters come for retribution.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the thing to keep in mind of being like, okay, like, how much are our characters going to not only just be murder hobos, but are they ever going to grow out of it?
I do appreciate that NPCs, like, you have to lean into being really grateful for everything that we've done.
Otherwise, they're like, okay, asshole.
Yeah, exactly.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, geez, thanks. You killed all these bears and you left them just rotting over here. That's why I have a hard time dealing with what's our missing cleric? Like, literally the cleric that can't hit anything.
Duria.
Duria. She doesn't like us, but I kind of get that.
You guys are like, not evil, but not really good either.
We're very neutral.
I think she's upset by you guys, but she's also fascinated because she is like a scout. So like natural inclination is to sort of explore new places, but you guys are sort of upsetting.
Yeah. Because she's realized by now that you're all murder hobos.
All a bunch of murder hobos.
Because, Crack Sizzle is chaotic neutral.
I thought he was chaotic good.
No, he's chaotic neutral. And I act that way.
Yeah, you do.
That's chaotic good.
Yeah.
So, Sam, if they didn't tell you right now, you guys have a turn.
There are ghasts coming down the
to
stairs.
prepare for the ghasts that you just amusingly encountered.
Okay. Oh, right.
Did they tell you about your amusing encounter with the ghasts?
I dodged a bunch of windows, and I descended stairs delightfully.
That really doesn't capture the magic of it, but carry on. So what's your
tune in?
What's your plan, Los?
I'm gonna knock down those stairs.
Wait,
but
knock down the stairs?
Yeah, they're super rickety.
Oh, okay, good.
So if I hit that center post, Mike. Also, does the fire do anything?
Fire burns wood. I've heard.
Here, you can give it a good whack. See if that doesn't. And if not, I'll throw a what do you call them? A fire.
Oops,
a
no.
fire thing.
I'm gonna use this. So I'm just gonna go hog wild on this column.
All right. So you have advantage.
Yeah, you're not gonna miss that column.
All right.
And then.
All right. That is enough to smash this beam that is holding up the stairs. And flame shoots out everywhere, swirling around Bon and Inferno, catching all the wood on fire. Luckily there's some stone walls, but the floor you're standing on is also wood, so that's starting to catch on fire as well.
Can I give Bon a point of inspiration?
yeah, you can. So the stairs come crashing down, and like pieces of the tower also kind of come with it. And like big rocks and see if I get some here's some wood, some firewood debris here. All starts tumbling down. So Bon, make a dex saving throw.
You just got them some building material.
Okay. So as Bond tries to like dash out of the way of this collapsing tower, he takes 10 damage.
Oh, wow.
I take 5 damage.
5 damage as rocks and boards and things fall on him. So let's move Bond back one now as he jumps out of the way. And these stairs collapse. And you all can hear the tower kind of like... and you're not sure what's going to happen to the tower now as the fire starts to spread.
No, the fire's not. It's like just instant. Like it's not like a sustained fire.
I know, but when you light wood on fire, it stays on fire.
Debatable.
That checks out.
That's an intelligence check that we cannot pass.
I might be able to.
So at this point, you see there's a little bit of fire there, a little bit of fire here, a little bit of fire there, and the tower, and it's starting to spread. I think Rast could make more fire.
I could make a lot more fire.
Isn't there something about like burning more things to contain fires?
Yeah.
That checks out.
What if you just throw acid on the fire?
Yeah, what happens to fire if you throw acid on it, I wonder?
You make
Napalm.
acid gas.
You make napalm.
What happened to the gas? More importantly, that's what I'm wondering.
All right, so the gas that were about to descend upon you, they get crushed in the debris.
Yes.
So now we have to just put out a fire. That's our goal, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
I guess I'm gonna like calm down and stop raging, and then realize what I've done. And I'm very proud for almost collapsing that tower. What the hell? Okay, now I'm gonna get in there and start fucking whatevering. I don't know. How do we put out fire?
I don't know, you guys. This sounds like an
Fight it
intelligence
with
check.
Fire. Did I lose an item?
Wait, is it? It's really actively spreading while we take a.
Yes. While you all sit there and say, "What do you do when a fire happens, you guys?"
Okay. Can we roll a perception check? See what to do. Okay.
I mean, a perception check's not really about what to do.
Okay, investigation.
You can roll intelligence if you want.
I'm really dumb.
Oh God. How big is that? Is a healing potion?
Not very big, like 8 ounces.
Like 8 ounces. Okay, so my.
Hey.
Sir Craig has been the savior of the day.
Okay, I have a very, very morbid solution to this question, but I just need to get some clarification.
Uh-huh.
How much fire is there right now? Like, in terms of like a campfire or like spreading beyond a campfire?
There's one like small bonfire and 2 decent sized campfire size fires.
Okay, so if I were to throw the body of a large creature onto the fire, could it potentially smother the flames?
Perhaps.
Okay. Bon? I need you to leave the room for a moment. Come, like, walk over here around the corner. I don't want you to see what I have to do. Okay. What I'm going to try and do, I'm going to sort of, all the patches of my robe of useful items are on the inside of the patch. So I sort of like, I'm looking at the patches and then I see one.
Uh-huh.
And I stand in front of the flames, and I pull a patch off, and a riding horse appears. And then I take my short sword and I cut the horse's throat, and then I push its lifeless body onto the fire. And hopefully its blood. A lot of horse blood.
It is a lot of horse blood.
You can get some inspiration for that, Rat.
Yeah.
For the record, I don't feel good about that.
So you throw a horse onto the fire.
Is that someone cooking in here? Nope.
Yeah, I think that'll do.
What? That'll do? All right.
The horse bleeds out, and the smell of burning hair and roasting flesh fills the third floor as the fire starts to smolder out, and
the horse becomes delicious.
As the horse becomes delicious, and you all can kind of like pat out the smaller flames that remain. You
I'm glad I did not miss this.
Oh my god.
And you all watch on in horror.
We'll never unsee that.
Nope.
Yeah. I feel like Lila just breaks down crying. Like she just curls into a ball and just weeps.
A big chunk of the tower falls down and goes like sending smoke and soot everywhere. In the distance, you can hear pieces of the tower falling off onto the street.
Cool.
Oh boy.
We did it.
Did we?
Well, we did something.
You did something.
Well, I guess we should keep looking around.
You know, really,
Carry on.
the motto of the B team is truly, well, we did something.
We did a thing.
Well, that happened.
Kick first, ask questions later. Oh, I was saying Sam also missed me attempting to, because I could not see the other side, and I did not know that there was a passageway around. I tried to swing on a chandelier across, and I totally broke the chandelier, but it came that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the official line is that the chandelier was broken when you guys got here.
Broken when we got here.
Boy, the Epic Curiosities are going to be so happy when they get to the house.
Leaving them all this delicious horse meat.
All the horse meat you can eat.
Okay. All right. Well, let me gather you all here to the north. And move things forward. So
Oh my god.
that was the best. That was the best, Ryan. That was really top quality work.
Pretty inspired.
Yeah, rogue of useful items is really coming in handy.
The door? Yeah.
All right. So in this north, as you guys explore looking for new avenues, in the northern hallway now, you see the Asmar boy, who now looks to be about 10 or 12. and you see him like scrawling something on the wall. Um, let's see. I guess it'd be knowledge arcana, unless you speak celestial.
Nope.
Oh,
I think
Sir Craig might.
Craig might speak celestial.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So Sir Craig would recognize that you see that the boy is writing runes and words that have to do with connections and opening gateways. As he kind of scrawls on the wall, and it's like an invitation almost. Sir Craig thinks that this is like the opposite of a ward. Essentially like trying to undo a ward to open a connection to another celestial place.
He's trying to like summon something.
Yeah. And the Aasimar boy, he kind of turns his head and asks and speaks to no one in particular, and he says, "Is that right? Oh, okay. I can't wait to meet you." And you see he kind of like moves this way down the hall, and he kind of fades through the wall. And when he does, you all begin to see a light emanating. You see this light fill the room with brightness, and you are no longer limited by your horrible peasant sight. Those of you that have it, and in the light, you see like the house sort of continues in a sort of ephemeral way, and there's a doorway beyond the light, and that's where the boy runs to.
Uh-oh. Bond. Get away from it. Bond.
Bond disappears.
I sense an opportunity to do a thing. Let's go.
No hesitation.
No, I mean you can't hesitate. That's some nonsense right there.
You know what they say? He who hesitates doesn't throw horses on fire staircases.
Fire horses. Yeah, I think that I've heard that saying somewhere. So you see the older Owen standing in the room, and the Aasimar boy is sort of huddled up against the wall next to the bed. And the bedroom is sort of tattered and neglected, and has gotten dirty. Owen looks haggard, kind of at the end of his rope, and he's shouting at the child. He says, "What have you done? After everything that I've done to protect you, and you betray me? I should have known there was demon blood in you, you ungrateful shit." And the door bursts open, and a figure sort of walks through you all. It's an unsettling sensation, but you see the demon, who now in full form, you see him with his large wings and curly black tail behind him, and he says, "Honey, I'm home." And you see the boy, he lights up and in excitement at seeing Sam, and he says, "You came." And at this, Owen can't seem to comprehend what's happening, and he just sort of starts stuttering, like, you've corrupted him. So I don't know. You couldn't possibly. And you see Sam say, he shrugs and he's like, "Don't look at me. He reached out. Besides, I'm doing you a favor here. The boy can have a life. You can finally lay off the crazy shut-in routine." Owen stands in front of the boy, and he's like, "Stand back! You can't have him. He's all that's left." And he pulls out, seemingly kind of from nowhere, this elaborate device that looks like some sort of arcane weapon. And resting in it is this is the crystal heart of that angel that you saw. And Sam says, "Whoa! I'm just small potatoes. That's I'm not what that's for, And Owen just says, "I'll do it. I don't care. I don't care anymore." And Sam sort of has his hands up, and you see him flick his fingers to cast a spell. And a little gateway opens up next to the child, and a large 6-fingered hand reaches in and grabs onto the child and says, "Yoink," and the child disappears. And Owen screams, and he fires his weapon, and everything just gets vaporized around you. And when you all come to, you're in another map. You're standing in what looks like a crater of what used to be the west wing of the house, though there's something kind of ephemeral and planar about this place. As around the edges of the map here, there's kind of like demonic looking little arms and tendrils sort of smoking up with the flames around the edges of the crater. And you see that Owen now is in his kind of final form, if you will. And he is completely just like you see no sense or recognition in him, and he screams at all of you like, "You can't take him from me. I'll destroy all of you." And he is he moves to attack you all. So let's get everyone on the initiative order. Okay, so all right, so I've made the lighting more cool. And at the periphery of this place, you can see kind of like distant reflections of like faces of people that you've kind of seen pop up in his various memories and visions. They haven't, they're still sort of like in the flames at this point, but I've given them their own turn. That's what Faces of the Dead and the turn tracker is. Okay, Lila is up.
Alrighty. I'm going to spend a point of Bardic Inspiration and cast Mantle of Inspiration. Going to put that up. That's super.
So we all gain 8?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everyone else gains 8 and gets a move or something.
Oh, yeah, we get a free move.
Yep.
Blah.
Okay.
Yeah, 40 movement cost?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
But I think we get free a lot of movement anyways from that.
I'm going to go back here.
I think we get free
It's
dash.
move up to its speed.
Yep.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Lila?
And then as my normal action, I'm going to attack. I guess we're just going to attack with my hand crossbow.
Okay.
Is that a hit?
You did. All right. So he takes 7 damage. It's a magical weapon. So it tears through his ephemeral form. Upon seeing him, you all have to make a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw or be frightened.
Oh, haha.
And if you fail by 5 or more, you age.
You age.
What is this? Wisdom?
Yeah, Wisdom save.
I am
I'm
brave.
going to take my inspiration.
Oh, it
Boy.
didn't help. It didn't help.
Oh, sorry. Wisdom save. What do I need to roll on wisdom?
Oh my god, I rolled the exact same thing.
13.
13. Okay, so I get advantage because I'm brave.
Okay. So let's see. Craig fails. Bond saves, and then Rast and Lila both fail, right?
Mm-hmm.
So only Los succeeded?
Yep.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh, it's all bad.
Cool. I aged 30 years.
Everyone ages 30 years, except for
Except me.
No, it's if the save fails by 5 or more.
5 or more, right?
Just me.
So it's just you. Okay. Well, I mean, you're a Genasi. They live like a long time.
Yeah, like normal human years.
You can get greater restored somewhere in Sigil.
Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Maybe.
All right. So,
Okay, so wait, so
Really? Oh yeah, greater, yeah.
do we take damage?
no.
From that.
Oh, that's fine.
But you're all
you're
afraid. So you're frightened. So that means that you can't approach the subject of your fear. Yeah, disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is in line of sight. And you can't move closer to it.
Sick.
All right, so we'll let the Lila turn stand, and then we will go to Bon.
All right, I'm gonna rage. So he takes. Oh wait, I should just do that, and then I'm gonna do reckless attack. Okay, so that was my first.
All right, so reckless attack. You have advantage?
Yep.
Because of rage, right?
Mm-hmm. When I make my first attack on my turn, I can decide to attack. It gives me advantage on melee weapon attack using strength during this turn. But attack rolls against me have advantage on my next turn.
Got it. So 15's a hit.
Okay. Sorry, I clicked it twice. So just
Okay.
take the first one, then rage. 10.
All right. 10 damage.
And then.
23. Oh. He does not appreciate that.
I don't appreciate him blowing us up.
He hasn't really done anything yet. Like, I guess he shot that death weapon or whatever.
You killed that horse.
Mm-hmm.
It was his fault.
He and he knocked over that beautiful chandelier.
Yeah, he killed the horse.
For the chandelier!
Oh dear. So it is Rast's turn. So you make the save at the end of your turn.
Okay. Let's try and what can we do?
You can still attack him though, right?
At
Yeah.
disadvantage.
Yeah, I'll try and alchemical acid.
Okay.
So he needs to make a DC 15 Dex save or take 6 points of acid damage.
Oh, and this is the one that has no attack roll.
He just has to save. And he does.
Is it save for half or save for all?
Save for all. He just dodges it like it misses him.
Gotcha.
Just floats right through him.
Yeah.
All right. You ready? You want to make your wisdom save now?
Yeah, I would love to make it.
All right, you're in the clear.
Nice.
All right, so Rast is no longer afeared. And, all right, so that brings us to the faces of the dead. So you all see Ganzel emerge from the flames on that side, looking very ghosty and creepy looking. So he's going to move up on Rast. So he's going to make a strength drain attack, AC 12, and misses. All right. You sense that he's like a shadow that you have fought before. Mm-hmm. And then you see, Demon Sam emerge from this side, and he's going to make an attack on Lila, and misses. Okay.
Thank goodness.
And that's their turn for now. It's Owen's turn. All
I
right.
assume he's not happy with me.
He is not. So, make a charisma saving throw, Carlos.
No.
At least it's not an intelligence.
Wait, is it have? Oh, okay, sure. All right.
All
right. All right. What happens to me?
Now spend your inspiration.
Great.
You're possessed. All right. So, Owen is now gone.
Now we have to kill Carlos.
Yep. All right. So he's going to move down there. And that was his action. So Sir Craig is up. Ooh, I thought he was going to die in 2 rounds.
Well, I have to before I can't even move when I'm frightened, right?
You just have disadvantage while you're frightened. But yeah, you can give it a shot. Attack the shadow. The disadvantage. That's a hit. That's a hit too.
But I have to use the lower one because...
Right.
Yeah.
Disadvantage, right?
Okay.
Doesn't super matter.
All right. Yeah, you kill that shadow.
Yeah,
Nicely done. And then you make your save. And then you make your saving throw, and you're no longer afeared. And then it is Lila's turn. Lila is still afeared, and is a little bit surrounded right now.
Okay. I'm going to use run over.
But you can't move towards the source of your fear.
Okay. So I can move
Away from it.
away from it over here. Okay.
But you'll incur 2 attacks of opportunity.
Fuck. Okay. Should I attack you, Carlos? I think I should.
I don't know.
Does it have a chance to shake him out of being possessed?
The only way to get him out is to either take Carlos down to 0 or to turn undead.
Well, fuck. Okay. I'm gonna cast a spell because I have to get a spell. I'm gonna cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Okay, what's your joke?
Oh, dang. I didn't think of a joke.
Wisdom save?
Do the wisdom save, help me.
What's your save level?
14.
That's a very good joke then.
It's not funny enough, I'm afraid.
What about, what's his name?
It's just one.
It's one creature.
Oh. Alright. So the joke is, why did the horse cross the road?
Why?
To die a horrible bloody death.
Lila should get inspiration for that. And then make your saving throw, Sam.
Yeah, before I just get destroyed. How well? Here we go. A wisdom thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm brave though, so I get 2.
Yeah, you do get you get advantage on it.
You have advantage on it.
Ugh.
Ouch. So I guess all right, that's that turn. Bond's gonna act on Owen's turn.
Good.
Rast.
Seeing that Lila is in a real pickle.
Uh-huh.
He as my bonus, actually, I'm gonna shoot. I do produce flame, I think, at Sam.
What's the range on that? 30 feet.
Yeah, it's
So you need to move up a little bit.
let's see. Oh yeah, so 10 feet. Yay. So move right there. And then 24 hits, I assume.
Yes, it does.
Okay. Cool.
Commanding 4.
Yep. 4 points of damage. And then with my bonus action, I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on her.
Thank
Ooh,
you.
nice.
And +2 to your AC.
Nice.
Thank you, Shug.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The horrible tendrils, demon tendrils all around you, produce more
Dead faces.
dead faces. All right. So, Sir Craig. I don't think 13 hits. Okay. And then Demon Sam here is going to get advantage on his attack against Lila. Oh wow, you got lucky.
I do. I feel it.
We'll see how lucky that is now.
All right, so that's them, and then it is Owen's turn. So he can't use any class abilities or anything like that. So he just needs to just make.
Is he still considered in a rage, or no?
No.
Okay, so is he just going to make attacks?
Yeah. So just make normal attacks with your weapon on Lila. Yeah, 19 hits.
What's Lila's AC?
15.
17 if you have if you give me +2.
Yeah.
17?
All right, so that's 8 damage, and then one more attack. 11 damage.
Oh, dang it.
Jesus Christ! I'm
Wow.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Just apologizing the whole time.
3 minus 19, so I have 4 health left. Or
Sir Craig of the Daniels is up.
Better turn that fucking undead.
Yeah, where's turned undead?
He is a vengeance paladin, so he has
I have abjure.
abjure and vow of enmity, so you can make people scared.
I get advantage on attacks.
Yeah, and that's a bonus action. It's probably pretty good. Like good to use on me right now.
Yep.
So yeah, don't have turn undead.
That is unfortunate.
I have a lot of AC.
Oh, Bon, you and your 7 charisma.
Yeah, I guess I have to use that vow enmity then. So
All
I
right.
put that on Bon. And attack.
Nice.
All right.
Wait, is that nice? All right. So that's
17.
minus-
And then I'm also going to use a divine smite And I'm going to. Oh, we only have level 1 spell slots left. So it'll be.
Damn.
So hell yeah.
Nice.
Fuck.
How much is that? So that's 15 plus 17. And then I have my second attack.
Jesus. 32 points of damage just right there.
Yeah, it does not hit. That does not hit. Well, good effort.
Mhm.
Yeah, you certainly put a dent into Bon. It's Lila's turn.
All right. You're doing great, and there's no problem.
Maybe time to heal yourself.
Yeah, you gotta pop a healing.
Or you can use your action to disengage, in which case you won't take attack of opportunity.
I don't have any more spell slots to.
Yeah. So take your action to disengage. Get out of this clusterfuck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take my action to disengage, and I'm gonna run this way. So, can I just run?
Mhm.
There you go.
Just
Wow.
diving through Bond's legs.
Yep.
And make your saving throw on the fear thing.
Oh, make my
Yeah.
saving throw on the fear. Cool.
Wisdom save. You're the last person who's still afeared.
Yes.
There we
Nice. You are no longer afeared.
Oh boy.
All right, it is Rast.
Something to me.
go. All right. Right. I think I will go. Should I attack or should I heal? Actually, no. Instead of that, I'm going to use my healing draft for her because she hasn't used it yet.
Nice.
She gets 10 hit points back.
Nice.
10 hit points of love.
Love damage.
Nice.
Love damage. This is to recharge on possession. He doesn't get it.
What does it recharge on? A
6.
1? Oh, 6.
All right. So the shadows. Let's see. This one's going to. Yeah. I'll go in and attack Craig with advantage.
Ooh.
16.
16
Nope.
hit.
All right. And this one comes in for Rast.
Genie girl.
That hits.
That's it. All right. So take 8 necrotic damage,
Okay.
and you take 1 strength damage.
Wither.
Withering.
All right. Owen's turn. So Bon gets to wail on Sir Craig of the Daniels now. It's the tables have turned, my friend.
Oops. Not rage, but
Not rage.
he does have advantage, right?
Yeah, he does have advantage, so it's a hit.
Why does he have advantage?
Flanking.
Because of Sam is engaging him.
Hmm.
Flanking's badass, man. All right, so Craig takes 14 damage, and second attack, 13 damage.
So that temporary hit points. I'm gonna take that off. So was how much was the total?
27.
27.
So 19 after the full.
Jesus. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everyone.
All right, it's Craig's turn.
All right, well, we'll attack back at Bond.
This is the just wailing on each other.
And yeah, I still have advantage on him.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
Oh, yeah.
because of the thing. Hells yeah.
Fuck.
Well, the first one hits.
Yep.
9. All right.
And we'll add smite to that.
You son of a bitch.
Nice.
Oh, Bon is getting
All
pretty
right,
pretty
all
thin
right.
there.
And then second
Just
Getting
attack.
pretty haggard.
Just blow him over.
Shoot.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. That puts it's gonna put me down. Puts me down. I'm
All
down and
right.
out, guys.
All right. Owen's spirit bursts out of Bon as Bon goes down for the count. And Sir Craig is vindicated. You still can move, but you would take an attack from the opportunity from the demon behind you.
Right. I'll stay where I am then.
Lila.
All right.
Please say you have a healing left.
Oh, I don't have a healing. No. I would
God
use
damn
on
it.
myself. What if I give you temporary hit points? Is that healing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So I have to get over there first, but I'll do my best. Wait, because I have to kill this guy, right? The ghost.
No,
Is
but wait.
that a ghost?
What temporary healing thing, or what do you?
I
what do you
can use enhance ability and use give you strength of the bear. It's bear's endurance, but I like to call it strength of the bear because of Brave Star.
Yeah, of course, naturally.
Is it it's probably a full action though, right?
That's a full action. So I'm gonna attack this guy first.
You can't attack him if you're gonna do it.
No, I know, but I have to touch you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
so
I mean,
you might
you
want
could,
to just run past him.
you could run
Yeah,
over
just
there. You
get
take
there.
one attack of opportunity. You'll live,
Okay.
most likely.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Zip on over here.
All right. So he takes attack of opportunity.
Wow. Yeah, fucks me
Oh,
up.
fuck.
Take 8 damage
Good.
and 3 strength damage.
Jesus.
So 8 plus 3 is 11.
Now, the strength damage reduces your total strength, and if your strength reaches 0, you die. Just FYI.
So I take 8 normal damage and then 3 strength damage.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so my strength is now a whopping 7.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Good thing I don't use this. Cool. Okay. So I'm gonna use enhance ability.
And how many temporary hit points do I get?
Let me show you the spell.
Well, it's God, I wish I had a rage left. It would be so narratively appropriate right here. But
You gain 2d6 of hit point for an hour.
All right.
all right,
Roll 2d6.
10.
nice.
Pretty good.
All right. So Bon is back from the dead.
And
Just
we
in
are
time.
all nearly dead.
Just in time to take 2. Well, I'm gonna reckless attack. Good thing.
So 16 is a hit. All right. He's just about dead. Rast's turn. Okay, well, so since he's almost dead, let me address a couple things. So Owen, he holds out his hand, beaten back as he is, and he says, "If you kill me here, my soul goes to the abyss, and they own me there, and you'll only be strengthening your enemies.
Okay.
I can protect you.
In what way?
This is my domain. I can reside here in this house. If you spare him, he offers to withdraw within the house and protect the house as its guardian."
Who is he referring to when he says our enemies?
Yeah.
He says, I was betrayed by demons, and those same demons, they own my soul, and if I am banished to the abyss, I will become one of them.
I'll say what you did to our friend there when you possessed him. Can you do that to other creatures?
He says, I don't know. It's hypothetical. I would withdraw into the house itself, into a locus deep underneath, and given time and resources, I could maintain this place.
We're sort of here to clean this place out for an employer.
For 300 gold.
Yeah, that's not that much trouble. What if I gave you another body to go into, and you could stay in the house in that body? Would that suffice?
Can you give him a horse body?
No, I don't have any horses. I don't have any horses left.
Oh, the body's still there.
You would
Because I actually have the spell Find Steed. I can give him a horse body.
He says, for a short time perhaps, but I cannot possess someone forever. Gansel and I, we made a focus point for the undead in this place, and I could reside within that. Keeping in mind, you guys are talking to a crazy, deranged ghost who has glowing red eyes and is, certainly seems desperate at this moment. But hypothetically speaking, it could work.
Guys, what would the Epicuriosities do?
Smash it with a hammer!
That's right.
I shoot him with my crossbow, and hopefully he's one shot away from dying.
Yeah, go ahead, roll damage.
He's not.
So yeah, Rast's answer is a crossbow bolt to the face, to which Owen roars and you see his essence being torn away, and he's just clinging on by a thread. All right, well, in that case, they come and try to wreck your faces. All right, Sir Craig is missed, and Rast is hit. Takes 13 damage.
All right.
And one more strength. I don't think you're anywhere close to being strength death yet.
Nope, down to 6.
All right, and then that is Owen, who rises up. All right, so he's going to attack Bon.
Oh no.
Right, Bond goes down.
Though I think he has more than 30 hit points. Yeah, he does.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Oh, total.
Yeah. So you take 33 damage.
This was fun, guys.
All right, and Sir Craig has the opportunity to steal the kill.
Here we go. I'm going to step up and launch off of Bond's body. For like an awesome aerial attack.
Awesome.
While yelling out justice.
Justice!
Justice. Hold on.
Okay, that's justice, yeah?
Justice, yes.
All right.
Yeah.
That is enough justice. So, just enough justice. So that's enough justice to take Owen down. And as he dissipates, you all are transported back to the real world.
Big ol'
Dead barbarian.
Yeah, super duper dead barbarian. All right, you guys are on top of the second floor of the manor, and the dust clears, and you know all the whispering and the visions and all the crap that was going on in the manor seems to have quieted down.
Yay.
Yay! They're gonna love this broken down house, everybody.
They totally are.
Definitely.
Do I need to make a death save?
No, they can stabilize you now that you're out of combat.
I'll cast
Someone-
the cure wounds on you.
Oh, nice.
I have
Nice.
one spell slot left.
Just enough.
Just enough.
All right.
Uh,
Well, we can. We're pretty much ready to
yeah, I
wrap
think
this
we're
up here.
close, right?
But you can take a look at the house. I've revealed everything now. The house that the A team's going to inherit. B team gets paid their the 300 gold for their good service to the cause. And so let's see. So that's the first floor. That's the second floor. You guys can take a look at the first floor if you like. This is the first floor.
Oh yeah, so this is the ice room that we couldn't deal with.
It's like the freezer.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's like an ice and water room that has like a tunnel in it that we couldn't get into because the water is freezing. Mike, are those gargoyles hostile still?
No.
Where's the pit where we went and saw the stone?
It's over here next to the kitchen area.
Yeah.
This guy there. There's another entrance point to the underground over here too. But that can be a job for A team.
Okay.
Or B team, but essentially we're going to introduce like a base building mechanic when you guys return to Sigil. I've started to work on some of how it's all going to work, and depending on how much minutia you guys are interested in dealing with, we can kind of go deeper or less deep on this. But essentially, the home
You guys
base.
are getting a house.
Yeah, the home base is like a place for NPCs you recruit to go, as well as like it can be a workshop space. You can like run businesses from here.
We can send the B team out.
Scratch and post like cat tower for 7.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're not gonna have a room. You're just gonna have a little cat run or room like around like the you just we'll run it along the 5 feet on the corners of every room just so that you can kind of just keep watching everybody all the time. Be high up. Kitty run.
Oh, I'm gonna think of a bunch of stuff that I want to install in the house for A team. It'll be furniture acquisition side quest.
Yeah, and so if you guys
painting.
Yeah, and like this can be something that can kind of take place between sessions, and a little bit here and there of just like what you guys want to upgrade in this house, what you want it to be able to do. Those kind of things are going to be the possibilities. So like kind of the first step is just kind of clear the place out, and then like kind of designating what rooms are going to be, and who you want to put in them. Or like if you upgraded a room to be really nice, then you could potentially like recruit a new NPC who is qualified in that field to live in your house.
Oh, okay.
Or do business from your house.
Yeah. So this is going to be a place where you guys can spend some money as well as make some money.
So the B team doesn't disappear; they just go back to their houses, their home.
Yeah, I mean, they may hang out here because they're like a bunch of they're probably all a bunch of murder hobos just like you.
Lila moves her kids in.
Yeah, Lila can
Oh, she gets them working.
Yeah, she would happily be the secretary of the secretary / like health instructor of
That's
the
what I would say.
Curiosity.
Yeah, they need a secretary.
Yeah, force the kids to clean the house.
Yeah,
Mow the lawn.
just pick up. She's actually probably the first character that we've seen that is oriented toward not leaving forever and killing everything all the time.
I mean, Bond could help move things.
Yeah.
Not that his strength rolls were any indication. Right?
So the house has two portals to para-elemental planes right now. This ice door and the sands door. So you guys will have the opportunity to devote resources to either you could close these portals and have just regular rooms, or for a greater investment of resources, you could have the room and the portal, depending on which key you use in the door, kind of thing.
Oh, cool.
So that's a possible development that you guys could work on down the road. And then you can also rebuild the West Wing to whatever specifications that you like, as well as the tower, which is just totally wrecked now.
It's like Cade New Pillars of Eternity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like the castle on Suikoden.
Or the XCOM base.
Yep. Or the Metal Gear Solid base.
Yeah.
Mother base.
Yeah.
Any base.
Long tradition.
Yeah, so we can invest time and effort into this, depending on how much it interests you guys to, get your hands dirty with it, or we can just hand wave some things and be like, okay, we're going to devote some resources here and there and, just kind of like make it work while we go off and do our adventures.
I'm excited to do this. I think we can also store cold food in the ice room.
Yeah, you could.
And not even bother finding out the mystery of it.
And I'll show you the third floor as well, since you guys were
Yeah.
okay. So yeah, this stuff can go.
Collapse tower.
So yeah, just like the West Wing, completely screwed. Collapse tower, yeah. But yeah, that concludes BTeam Adventure 1, The Haunted House.
Yeah.
Hopefully that was enjoyable to y'all.
It was great.
Definitely.
Stop recording.
Thank you, Mike.
You're welcome.
I'm excited. I'm excited to get back to the A squad, but this was also like really super fun. It also
a little side thing.
It gives us a great understanding of the world a little bit better, like what's going on with the Sigil, which really seems beforehand it seemed more like the world from the Hunger Games. Have you read the Hunger Games book?
Yeah.
Like where the capital was just like this empty kind of weird transaction, like just kind of place. There was nothing going on. It was just like a place where people cheered and then went to nowhere. It had Naboo feeling to it. But now with like a house and a base, I think it feels more like a real location that's like something that the team can get really invested in. I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, and I think that like it would have been fun to spend a little bit more time in Sigil before we sent you guys to the Underdark, but we also kind of felt like we wanted to just kind of get the show on the road and get into the meat of the competition.
Right.
But something you guys can start thinking about, and Carlos and I will make a more official announcement, at our next A-Team session. But thinking about, like, you guys are going to have some downtime in Sigil coming up, and just thinking about what you all want to do with that time, and things that you might want to accomplish in Sigil. Because there's a little bit of everything here. So if there's someone that you want to train with, or if there's like a relationship you want to create, or if there's like, if you want to make something happen in the house, or, there's lots of different options as to like what can go down in the kind of downtime space. And ideally, when you guys are into chapter 2 and the second part of the competition, the Sigil story kind of continues, and we can, do another BTeam adventure here and there, and so there's lots of potential to be had.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, there's like way too much to do.
Okay, cool.
All right. Well, good session, guys.
Yeah, thank you much.
Yeah, guys.